have with me Colby Kuzma, who makes mats for the homeless. Welcome.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Well, it's great to have you here. And isn't this a wonderful project? So tell us about it. How did you get started and what's your history with making mats?
Well, it all started really about a month ago. I had seen on the internet a group of other women who, I think they were in the United States, had been doing it. And I thought it was a really cool idea, but I really had no time. I was working 2 jobs and doing some courses at the same time, so I didn't have any free time to kind of pursue it. And then I finished up with my courses and I found that I had a little bit of free time, so I looked the project up again and decided to give it a try. And yeah, it's definitely not as hard as it looks. So it's a fun thing to do in your free time.
Well, so how do you do that? Let's see a little demonstration of how you make these mats, because maybe there's people out there that want to join you or help.
Yeah, for sure. So the first thing that we do, we start with just a regular plastic bag. You want to take it and tuck the edges in so that it's kind of in its original form as much as it can be. And then you want to just fold it or roll it or anything so that it's long like this. And then you cut the very bottom of the bag off. And the handles where it meets the body of the bag, you want to cut that off too. And then you just cut it into strips. I like to do them about 2 inches.
Okay.
Whatever you're comfortable with though, really. It's a very, you can personalize it as much as you want to, really. It's a good project. So then when you cut them, you find that you have strips like this.
Oh, lovely. Okay.
Yeah, so they're nice circular strips. And then what you want to do is take 2 of them and tie them, or not tie them, just knot them. It's a lark's head knot. You just pull it through like that.
Oh, awesome.
So you have a little string.
Wonderful, yeah.
And then when you have enough of those, you can just roll them up into a lovely little ball of plarn, is what we call it, plastic yarn. Keep the scraps too, because we are in the process of doing something with the scraps. We don't want to throw them out. We want to recycle as much as we possibly can.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, so once you have your ball of plarn, it's very simple. You're really just taking it and doing a simple stitch, just a single crochet. So
This is called crocheting.
Yeah, we're crocheting with them.
Okay. What a lovely mat you're making here. It's over here?
I think, yeah, right here. So then what you do is you take it, and mine's going to be a little bit different, because I have, I've already started, so I'm pulling it through.
Okay. So
you really just crochet.
And it's just a normal crochet?
Normal crochet, simplest stitch that you can do. It's very easy, yeah. It takes about 10 minutes to learn.
Okay.
It's not super difficult. I've already taught a few people how to do it. Yeah, and it's very fun. Once you get the hang of it, it's a bit tricky at first, but once you get the hang of it, it is a really fun thing to just sit down and do. Yeah.
And you can occupy your free time if you're watching a movie or TV or
yeah.
a social activity.
Netflix is our best friend.
That's for sure. And so why is this important to do this?
I believe it's important to do this because personally for myself, I always felt like there was nothing that I could do, like I didn't have a far enough reach. And it's very hard to find a starting point to make social change. And this is something that's very simple to do. It's not going to make probably the hugest difference in the world, but it does make a difference. And I think that's the thing that a lot of people need to remember, is that you don't need to be changing the world entirely. Even just doing something as small as this that helps someone else is good.
And that's why I wanted to have you on my show, because that's what my show is all about. You rock, because we don't have to do mega projects. If everyone does something that they're good at and share their talent with the world, we can all make a difference.
Yes,
and
exactly.
It's the little things that make a difference. Mother Teresa said, it's the little things with love that make a difference. And this is obviously a wonderful project done with a lot of love and care. And then so after, what do you do with these mats?
Well, we have been trying to contact some of the local organizations, some of the shelters and places like that. We haven't heard any feedback or response yet, but we've only been doing it for a month. And I know that a lot of places like that do need to go through, they have to have meetings about it and go through higher ups to get stuff like this approved. Our end goal is to hopefully take it to some of the shelters, such as the Lighthouse or something like that, and take them there to be distributed. If that's not possible, we might just be taking them out and kind of pounding the pavement ourselves and handing them out. So we have a few things on the go. We're not exactly sure yet what's going to be happening with them, but
Well, maybe there's somebody out listening today that can help you distribute them in some way.
Hopefully. That
You
would
know,
be nice.
you never know. And there's people that maybe are interested. So if they want to get a hold of you, or if they want to give you bags or save bags for you, maybe they can't do the crocheting, but they can help you in any way. Do you have a website, or how do people contact you?
We do have a Facebook page. We are just the Plastic Bag Project on Facebook. And we also have an email account. So if you don't have Facebook, you can email plasticbagsaskatoon@gmail.com and kind of send us an email and see kind of what's going on. We do have 2 drop-off locations in Saskatoon. We have one at the Lakewood Indoor Tennis Center on McKercher, and we have another one at Manabar downtown. So yeah, we have one downtown if you're closer to that area. And yeah, you can take any of your plastic bags to either of those locations and we will come and pick them up. We're working on, we just had our first workshop about a week ago. And we are working to set up more workshops. Our first one was very successful. And we're very excited to continue doing this and hosting more workshops, hopefully get the word out a bit more.
That's wonderful. So your workshops are held at a certain location, or?
Yeah, the first one that we had was at the Emmanuel Baptist Church on Acadia Drive, I believe it is. And it went very well. We are in talks with maybe doing another one there. I know that there are other locations that we're looking at holding workshops, but we don't have anything solid yet. So
Well, that's another thing. Maybe
Yeah.
there's someone that can host a workshop or wanting to host a workshop.
Yeah.
And maybe can help you with that. So
Yes.
that's a wonderful thing. So is a workshop like a half-day kind of workshop, or how does the workshop consist of?
the one that we had was only 3 hours long. We're certainly open if we're available to do it all day on a drop-in basis. If people want to come in and drop in and learn how to do it, we're certainly open to that as well. We don't have a certain format or anything that we follow. So yeah.
So this is a project anyone can get involved.
Yeah, oh yes, it's very, very simple to do. Even if you can't crochet or don't want to learn how to crochet, cutting the bags is a huge thing. If you can work a pair of scissors, then you can help us. Making the plarn is probably about 70% of the work. So we spend hours and hours and hours making the plarn and cutting plastic bags, and then a short fraction of our time actually goes into making them.
I can see that. And it seems like it could be a lot of work, but if you get a whole group together or do workshop, many hands make light work,
Yes,
as they
exactly.
say.
Our
And-
last workshop, we had a woman came in with her 2 kids, and they just cut bags the entire time, and it was absolutely lovely. They cut bags and made plarn balls for us, and it was very, very helpful.
And I could see this being very effective in a school. Maybe a school wants to take on this project, or a classroom. You'd probably be available to go to schools and talk in the classrooms and get kids started on this.
Yes,
Because you don't need a lot of equipment. And the good thing about, because they say plastic is one of the products that is not biodegradable.
Yeah,
So
yes, it's terrible. And we did a little bit of number crunching, and we found that if we, as a community, make 20 mats a month, even for just 1 year, we're keeping 2 tons of plastic out of the landfill.
that's a lot of plastic, that's for
And
sure.
it doesn't seem like a lot when you pick up a plastic bag. It weighs nothing. But when you have them accumulated over that amount of time and just however many bags that we have, it comes out to be a lot.
Okay, well, what a wonderful project, and I commend you for doing something, and that's so important, and you're an inspiration for other young people to get involved. And so again, how can they contact you if they need to want to get involved in this wonderful project?
Yep, they can contact us on our Facebook page. They can send us a message there. We are the Plastic Bag Project on Facebook, or through email. We have an email account. It's plasticbagsaskatoon@gmail.com.
Okay, well, wonderful, and thank you for being on my show and demonstrated your beautiful plastic mats. And if someone's in need of the mats, they could also check it out and contact you, or if someone wants them for a project. So thank you again. And that was Colby Kuzma with the Plastic Bag Mats.